שמש דקה ומרפא בכנפיה.
Then Ruth got up to glean, and Boaz ordered his young men, "Let her glean even among the sheaves. Do not embarrass her." The wording here is quite tough, direct. These young men must have posed some kind of danger for Ruth, or they must have had some kind of reason to be hostile towards her. That's what the words imply. We don't know why it was. It's up to you, up to me, up to us as Bible readers to find that out. Maybe it was simply because she was an unprotected young woman and the reapers were men. Or maybe it was because of her Moabite origins. Or maybe it was because she was associated with Naomi and there was some kind of hostility of these reapers towards Elimelech and Naomi. Or maybe the overseer kind of accused Ruth that she came and took something, and she was perceived as some kind of competition by the reapers. You make up your mind. But Boaz's instruction prohibits the reapers from humiliating Ruth for any thinkable reason. And then he says, furthermore, pull out of the handful of ears. Do this, take something out of here and let it fall for her. And the Hebrew word tzvatim, that only appears here in the Hebrew Bible, means such a handful of these wheat ears. And he says now, leave it, she shall glean it, do not blame her. Wait a minute, is our comparison still true? That Ruth is an image for, no, I have to start with Naomi, is an image for the Jewish people, and Boaz for the Messiah of Israel, and Ruth is an image for Gentile Christianity? Is this where we have to position our Christian efforts to harvest? In any case, this passage in the Bible prescribes to us a great deal of sobriety and humility in regard to our own role as Gentile Christians when it comes to bring in the harvest. We are allowed to pick up what the actual harvesters, the ones who really do the harvest, what they leave aside for us, so that we can do something. And it is the Lord of the harvest who told them, let them also do something. We allowed to pick what the actual harvesters pulled out of the sheaves and left over for us. This is quite sobering. This is quite humiliating if we think about how we normally, as Christians, perceive ourselves as being important, as bringing in the harvest. It is Boaz and His people who provide for Ruth, for you and me. They invite her, come here and eat of the bread. They allow her to drink. And then it is Boaz who provides the privilege to Ruth to partake in the harvest. He protects Ruth, and then he even tells the harvesters, pull something out so she has something to do. And leave it. She shall glean it. Do not blame her. The word to leave it for her is actually a word that in the context there is kind of obvious. It is the same word that Ruth used when she said to Naomi, I will not leave you. Do not force me to leave you. It is the same word that Boaz observed with Ruth, that she had left her father and mother. And now Boaz uses the same word in the harvest. Leave something for her. So it is Ruth's acts, Ruth's dealings before that now bear fruit. And Boaz's directions to the harvesters go far beyond the normal bounds of generosity. He actually gives to Ruth, confers upon her dignity and respectability and acceptance. Again, the medieval Midrash, Yalkut Shimoni, surprises us. This medieval Jewish interpreter lets Boaz say, do not despise her, do not plague her, and ask no hard thing of her, because, now listen to this, because she is the daughter of a king. We do not know this from the Bible. There are Jewish traditions that Ruth was maybe the daughter of Eglon, who was a Moabite king. It's not what the Bible says, it's Jewish tradition. But interesting to us is that Ruth herself sees herself realistically as not even worthy of being a slave girl. And it is Boaz who gives her the dignity of a king, a royal dignity. And so it says she gleaned in the field until the evening, and then she beat what she had gleaned, and it was about 1 ephah of barley. An ephah is a loan word from Egyptian. We don't know exactly how much it was. Maybe it was 30 kilos, maybe it was 22 kilos or liters. We don't know exactly, but it was, if we compare in ancient literature, it was about half a month of just a wage of a day worker. So it was a lot. And we see it came together by her own dealings. She wasn't passively just sitting there and receiving whatever will come by. She had to take up an effort, be diligent. But in the end, everything came, what she had collected from Boaz. Everything she had earned was a gift of his generosity.